Hello, everyone, and welcome to the not broken episode of the FML podcast. It was black for a couple of seconds there, and I almost thought we were going to have a repeat of last week, but we didn't.
I had tech problems over here, so that kind of counts. Because I accidentally had the stream open and the Rumble stream open. Both of them were talking, so I heard your fucking voice as soon as you started talking one, and then again, and then again, and I'm scrambling to close all these different tabs. But
Yeah,
we made it out okay.
we did.
It sucked last week, dude. Like that was. We went live, but we didn't go live. Had to end that stream. Wasted the notification. It was.
That happened to me on Tuesday last week. So it happened on Monday for FML, and then I did my stream the next night, and it was happening to me too. Sucked.
Trying to tell everybody it wasn't my fault.
Yeah. Well, no one's gonna believe you, so that's okay.
Why should they? I suppose.
I know, even though we were live on Rumble, you'd think maybe people would have a little faith in us. But anyway, hi guys. Welcome to live stream. Hope you're doing good. Hopefully we won't have any technical difficulties this week. I mean, I guess you never know. Could just stop in 20 minutes. YouTube decides to ban us. Wouldn't
the problems we're going to have this week is I'm watching, there's a sports game that is rather important to me that is airing right now. Much in the same way we had weeks ago in week 1 of the Chicago Bears when my team was up, we were doing well, everything was rolling, I was feeling good. And then things fell apart. So now just in the last 30 seconds, the Bears gave up a touchdown to the Washington team that used to be called the Redskins, but then their gay queer fan base decided it was acceptable to let them be bullied into changing their names. It was such a better
name too.
Yeah, now they're the Commanders.
I'd have no respect if I was a fan of that team. That'd be it. I wouldn't.
I have no respect for their fans either. Like if you let that happen to your team, you're gay. Like there's no two ways about it.
It's not like it's their choice, but also all it takes is a few very vocal people on social media to get things changed. It's like in the gaming industry, 1 minute, the main companies in the industry don't care about the chuds. They don't listen to the chuds. And then the next minute, Assassin's Creed's getting canceled and it's, oh man, the executives are only listening to the chuds. I wish the Access Media would make up their mind. Are we being listened to or are we not?
Well, I mean, today is a day for like woke Indians, right? To like really rage because it's Columbus Day.
Yeah.
Columbus Day. And for some reason, they have a big problem with it. I don't know why. I don't know why Indians, Native Americans, whatever the fuck you want to call yourselves, indigenous people, I don't know why you have such a big problem with Columbus Day. Because it didn't even really come here, so that wasn't that. I don't know. I
saw posts online earlier that were saying, "Why are we supporting a guy who got lost?" Oh, what have you done in your life?
Yeah, probably not.
Spent an extra $5 at McDonald's. You tipped the guy 30 cents, and you felt like you deserved praise for it. Congratulations, man.
If you're tipping people at McDonald's, there's something wrong with you.
Well, some people do it, I guess.
But also, here's my take. It just seems like Columbus and everybody that came with him, they were just oppressed people that were looking for a different life, looking for a better life. And I don't know why you'd want to shut your borders to something like that. Stop being a fucking bigot. Welcome in immigrants. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Isn't that what you advocate now? So get fucked. It's Columbus Day. I don't even care about Christopher Columbus. Like, thank you, Italian Christopher Columbus, for taking Spanish money to come here.
To celebrate something that pisses other people off, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of celebrating, Logan, thank you for the 200 right at the start of stream. FML, double shots, and maybe VARs might donate to the Ryan Relief Fund. Here's to you guys in chat. I don't know what the fuck VARs is, but...
Well, it sounds like a name for you.
Yeah, clearly.
I believe the pet name for
clearly. Yeah.
Well, maybe VARs will donate. You should donate to the Ryan Relief Fund.
I should. This might make it a little bit easier for Ryan if his team loses. If they absolutely throw. And the Cubs lost. Bad news.
Hey, they're back on the field. We're about to start a new drive.
Well, you better hope that something good or goes good for you.
There's one shot. I will do double shots.
Oh, I just did both. Did both at once.
But the Cubs, look, Vera immediately texts me and starts trolling me over the Cubs losing.
I do every week. Because what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna forget if I don't, so I have to do it immediately so that I don't forget. I probably could clip the text string and then show every week that I've trolled you.
Which, honestly, the fact that she's paying that close attention to like my teams for no reason.
I am intentionally now.
She's paying pretty close attention to my teams, guys. I'm just saying.
I am, because I want to know the second it's done so that I can troll the shit out of you. But anyway, Logan, thank you so much for the 200 right at the start of stream. Much appreciated. Quantum,
Shout out Logan.
Thank you for the $19.99. Had fraudulent charges made on 3 different credit cards this morning. Did you piss off a girlfriend? Still have no idea how the fuck that happened. I'm a walking advertisement for LifeLock now. So I hope this super chat donation doesn't bounce. FML. You pissed somebody off.
I got that the other day too. It just turns out like it was fucking anti-software virus, like re-upping after 2 years or some shit. I was like, well, damn. Shit. I guess I need it. I don't know.
I guess so. But thank you for that. And Net Steeler, thank you for the 10. My knee replacement is worse than before surgery. Woke up feeling like I broke my hip. Neck pain keeps me from working. I wake up in more pain than when I went to sleep. FML, it can always be worse.
You got a knee replaced, Net Steeler? How fucking old are you?
That sucks.
Knee replacement. That sucks.
It does suck.
I mean, that would be awful. I hope I never have to go through something like that. Hope I never get hip replaced, knee replaced, anything like that.
Just cut it off. I don't care if it's a wrist. I don't care if it's a leg. I don't care if it's a foot. Just cut it off.
I wouldn't even say cut it off. I'd say, you know what? If I'm out for the surgery, just put like an air bubble in my fucking line or something. Just take me out.
I guess. But it can always be worse. Thank you. And Michael, thank
63
you so much for the 5.
Net Steeler says.
63? Oh, okay. I guess. Yeah. At least it's not some like terrible accident that you went through at, I don't know, 30. And it's like, well, shit, my knee's completely messed up. At least try to make it to 50. That's my goal. After that, I'm good.
You'll be lucky to get there, I think.
Yeah, probably.
You got a lot of shit wrong with you.
I do. Sick as a dog. That's how it goes. Fuck my life.
Right. Surprised you're allowed to drink alcohol.
People are like, why are you so miserable? I don't know, man. What isn't wrong?
It's nothing I did. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Just the way the fucking world works sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Sucks. My luck stat is so low. I think it's wearing off on you already with all your teams being fucking shit.
Well, calm down. The Bears are, what are they? 2-2 right now. They're 2-2.
That's pretty bad.
The Cubs had a 90-win season, better than they probably should have. Made the playoffs, won a playoff series, and then got eliminated. So we're doing okay.
How'd your teams do last year? Better than okay or still okay?
Pretty shit last year.
Okay, so
we're better this year, I feel like.
I mean, they're not doing great, so I don't know. I guess it could be worse.
Better! It's better than it was.
5 million
what else do I need to fucking tell you?
Good! Expedition 33 is so good. Talking over Ryan. Expedition 33 is great. Ryan, when are you going to play a real game?
I don't know, Pokemon Z to A or whatever the fuck, right? Does that count as a real game?
No. Play a real game, I said.
Like
not slop for 8-year-olds.
Like Battlefield 6?
Battlefield 6 works.
I gotta get on Battlefield 6 to see people having fun with it. Expedition 33 looks fun. How much time does it take to play Expedition 33, you think? 25-hour game?
my playthrough was.
Yeah, I know you autistically keep all your fucking
check.
stats for every fucking thing you ever play. All these
I
Vera grades at
do.
this on
What?
this.
What? It took me 7 streams, each of them 5 hours, except for 2. So yeah.
Says about 30-ish.
Yeah, 30 to 40.
For
I'd
a
say
woman to play?
roughly. It depends on if you're looking to do everything that the game has to offer. Then it could probably be like 60 or 70. Eric Schlom, the Stolen Dream, my favorite small release, gets nominated for 2 joystick awards. Nice. I haven't played it, but I do have a copy of it.
Wow, you really got to get it. You don't play any games, Vera.
I know. I've only streamed like 41 games this year.
It's like a meme. Every 3 days,
bad.
I see Vera responding to somebody who trolls her, like in a new way. Oh, I never played any games. And just,
well,
like,
yeah, because these
list.
motherfucking son of a bitches play one goddamn game a year, and they're saying I'm not qualified to rate games.
That's like me.
This is stupid. Stupid. I play more games than your friend group put together, bro, and you're out here telling me I'm a fake gamer? When is it ever going to end?
Yeah, Vera's
put me out of my
basically,
misery.
Like, she's retweeting. She's like, "Hey, just so you know, I have no fucking life. So look at this."
Yeah, but
look
still,
at all these games I played.
I'd rather have no life than go online and tell somebody they don't know what they're talking about when they're overqualified. I mean, shit. I even fucking rate every game I play. Fake gamer Grifter Chud gives a quick TLDR on the game she's streamed so far this year. I've played 22 good ones, okay, 4 okay ones, and 10 negative ones. They're like, you hate everything. You hate everything you play. Shut up, loser.
They're really getting to you, huh? They're bothering you with the criticism.
Well, because it's like 80 people a day. You'd think that, like, I don't know, they'd take 2 seconds, but they don't, and that's okay. You know what? They're brain dead, so I have to give them a little bit of wiggle room because their mothers don't love them, left them on the footsteps of the orphanage when they were just born, abandoned them. It's pretty sad. Always have to feel bad for the needy.
Those okays?
I did, but I just like typed one and then copy and pasted it.
Did you? How did you make the X and the checks? Did you draw them?
I went to Paint.
You drew them and then you copy pasted.
And then I did one line, and then I did another line, and then I copy pasted.
That looks so fucking janky.
Well, it's like I do a half-hour review at the end of every game, so clearly if they're not taking the time to do that,
that's
the
why I
fucking
figured you would
brain-dead
know
retards.
exactly how long Expedition 33 was.
These brain-dead retards might not even know what an X and a check mark means, so I have to simplify it for them. So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was okay. You know, it was mid.
Rated is okay.
Yeah. Could be worse. Joe, thank you for the 5. Lamar looked better against the... Oh, that's for you. That's for you.
Lamar looked better against the Chiefs than Josh has against the Falcons so far. Yeesh. Also, that secondary for the Bills is rough. It is. I mean, they're now 21-7 going into half, right? At least I already cashed out on my pick for Bijan Robinson over 20 fantasy points, so thank God. But it does look like they're driving. The Bills just scored a touchdown, actually, as we're speaking. So it looks like it's 21-14, Bills on the comeback train.
See, this is a very well-rounded streaming channel. You know, now sports is being added.
Mm-hmm. You better be careful, Vera. Somebody might get really upset that we talk about anything that's not, I don't know, fucking Israel-Palestine, anything that's not about Antifa commies. Because there's more important things in the world happening right now. You can't criticize his son electroshock therapying his dog because there might be somebody getting killed in the Middle East somewhere that I don't give a shit about.
Speaking of which, Badfish, thank you for the 2. How can you care about this when there's a genocide?
Literally. Okay.
Literally perfect timing. Somebody's got to make a bet with me, though, that by this time next year, if this stupid podcast is going on, I've got to have learned sports by then so I can actually give sports commentary. How much are we putting on the line? Because I'll dedicate the next 12 months to learning stupid.
To learning sports?
I'll do it. I love to prove people wrong, as we can see, so.
Why don't you just do it because it's fun?
No. Stupid.
It's stupid.
It is. It's fucking stupid. Speaking of stupid, let's start off with Hogwarts Legacy because I just love people being absolutely dumb. So, guys, we already know that the people that write for the Access Media, the Gamer, the Polygon, Game Rant, Kotaku, all of them, these are people that can't make it at political outlets like MSNBC. So they had to find another industry to infiltrate. They thought that kiddie games was going to be easy. People weren't going to question them. People were going to read the trash articles they put up about Mario Kart. Didn't happen well for them. Then they decided, you know what, I'm still going to force my political viewpoint into the articles I'm writing. And then we add situations like this to the mix where, well, they cannot stand people like J.K. Rowling. And they will go to the ends of the earth to attack her, even when they make themselves look absolutely idiotic. And now Game Rant has put out an article that I've been getting a kick out of all day. It says if Hogwarts Legacy 2 wants to avoid the same boycotts its predecessor faced, the sequel cannot take the same approach that the original did.
Bro, I love the thumbnail they used for the article too.
Controversy.
I mean, I respect that. I respect the thumbnail game, I suppose. But this tweet in and of itself, it sounds so stupid because were there boycott efforts? Oh my gosh, 1.2K.
I was gonna
likes.
say
Holy
684,000 views, 1.2K comments, 398 reposts, 84 likes. But then if you go to the comments, right, my post alone, 3K likes, Hypnotics, 1,000, Yellow Flashes, 300, Kyle's, 700, Endymions, 1.8. Like, we're talking people getting significantly more.
It just massive ratios in the comment section, which pretty easy when you only get 82 likes or whatever on the original post. But like, that's what happens when you post something so stupid, because even though the mainstream games journalists and even though woke lefty pronoun in bio, like, I don't know what my own gender is, I'm probably going to end my life, like whatever they are, right? These people out there, just because they thought that this game was controversial and that J.K. Rowling is controversial doesn't mean that that's reality. In reality, no one gives a fuck that transgender weirdos don't like J.K. Rowling. It has no effect on Harry Potter sales, and it had no effect on this game. This boycott effort was one of the biggest failures we've ever seen.
I think it's so funny that you see the videos of people like burning their Harry Potter books. Why does J.K. Rowling care? She's already made the money off of that purchase. So, like, you're not hurting her. All you're doing is literally burning your own money. It's not like the money gets taken out of her pocket.
It's about the message, Vera. It's
about the message, guys.
Message to somebody.
The message. Hogwarts Legacy has now sold over 34 million copies.
My favorite ones are there's like some trans person who, because people don't want to see J.K. Rowling's name, like, but they still want to read Harry Potter because they can't help themselves but read Harry Potter, which I understand. I like Harry Potter too. She like takes the books apart and like removes the cover page, removes the page with her name on it, and like puts it inside a different binding just to resell it to trans people. And
yeah, I mean, I know that bookbinding is like a pretty popular hobby, and there's people that will do like hand painted front covers, but the thing is when, at least all the times I've seen somebody do that with J.K. Rowling's books, they intentionally don't add her name anywhere else, and they do remove like any small mention of her name. Like, even if they're doing something like, I don't know, A Song of Ice and Fire, they still keep that front cover page so that they can't probably get sued for it. I'd assume that if you're not removing that, then it can't be misconstrued as being like your creation and like you're respecting the trademarks and copyrights and stuff. So like,
well, I don't think she's going to do too much to like intervene over something like that. The irony of that is that you have a trans person that is putting something else on the outside of this, but you can't change what it is. You can't change that it's J.K. Rowling's story and that it's a Harry Potter book. as much as you might try, as much makeup as you might want to put on, as much surgery as you might want to do, you can't fucking change what that is, which is kind of funny.
It is, but I'm not going to read this entire article because we'd literally be here all day listening to the whiny idiots. But they talk about how for years, the Harry Potter franchise has dominated pop culture, with Hogwarts Legacy acting as the franchise's most popular video game adaptation. It's no wonder that controversy surrounding the franchise has sprung up at some point, as the first Harry Potter book was released almost 30 years ago. Nevertheless, it's disappointing that such a well-loved piece of pop culture has been sullied in the eyes of many Potterheads, despite new content for the franchise like Hogwarts Legacy continuing to release. I always counter this argument that, like, oh my gosh, there's a controversial figure. A part of this being, okay, so that means you don't shop at Walmart, Starbucks, Target, 7-Eleven, you don't go to automotive stores, because the problem is that there's always somebody that's trash that's profiting from these stores. And that's just the way that the world works. And I'm not saying that, you know, you have to support Harry Potter. You don't have to support J.K. Rowling, but that happens with literally any piece of content you consume, unless you're buying from an indie author from, like, I don't know, their direct web page, or you're buying only from like mom and pop stores and like farms. Like,
Yeah,
are
and
you
then,
fucking
well, the mom and
Amish
pop
now?
store-
Because otherwise, if you're not Amish, somebody bad is profiting from
Yeah,
this.
the mom and pop stores, probably their landlord's probably a huge piece of shit, some capitalist pig
Yeah.
that you're giving money to. Like, that's the way these people's minds work. So literally, there's nothing you could ever do. But the thing is, every article that we've seen like this over the past, you know, half decade or whatever surrounding J.K. Rowling is bullshit. Because although she might seem like a controversial figure to you and your lefty weird echo chamber people and your pronoun in bio queers, the 98% of other people out there don't view her as controversial.
Well, right, most
it's not
people.
a controversial statement to say that men are men and women are women, and maybe they should be in the same locker rooms.
Exactly. I think like 98% of the population truly believes that. 95% will voice it. There's that other like 3% performative leftists who act outraged on social media, but really they also believe it, but they're not going to say that because they don't want to get fired from their jobs because they've upset somebody in the workplace. But like 98% of the population believes in that. So stupid. It says, though, creeping through the promotion and marketing for Hogwarts Legacy prior to release was the never-ending controversy surrounding her transphobic comments. Her comments on the trans community, in conjunction with the re-examination of portrayals of people of color in the books, have essentially reduced the legacy from a juggernaut in young adult fiction to a nostalgic but messy memory. The large majority of her comments were posted on X, with the catalyst of these views being publicly perceived when she liked a tweet in 2018 that described trans women as men in dresses. I mean, is she wrong?
The fact that you put it in quotation marks is it's like the worst thing in the world to say is so funny.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like they're like, oh, it's been reduced to a messy memory. Yeah, for you. It's clearly not that way for, again, 34 million. One would deduce it's one copy per person, but let's say that for argument's sake, 34 million people out there, probably hundreds of, like, I don't know how many copies of Harry Potter have sold at this point between all the books, but over, you know, I think it's like 250 million copies have sold or something in total for the franchise. Either way, an absolute behemoth amount of copies have sold. So
yeah,
I
it's
just
one of the
don't
best
think
selling.
so.
It's one of the best selling books of all time.
Yeah. So like I don't think that the majority of people are truly bothered by her viewpoint, to the point where they're saying enough is enough. I'm not going to support this anymore. And of course, one of the major issues they have is Sir Ryan, saying that they truly do not add much to Hogwarts Legacy's plot other than being a minor NPC. And then they go into how they could change this. And guys, that means by making Sir Ryan a lead character. They say, oh yeah, go ahead.
They should eliminate the character. In fact, what I want for a Hogwarts Legacy sequel is for you to go back to Hogsmeade, and you find out. You go in the Three
The
Broomsticks.
bar's shut down.
No, it's open. You're going into the Three Broomsticks. You're trying to get your butterbeer. Talk to your old friend Serona, and some old person just tells you, "Oh yeah,
They
she fucking
detransitioned.
Avada Kedavra herself." Like, that's what I want to see. And if you want more trans representation, I'm fine with them including a cutscene of watching Serona Ryan Avada Kedavra himself. My bad, sorry. I'm
Whoa,
totally cool with
Ryan! Political statement here.
I know. I'm totally cool with that.
But I mean, you know, if they add that, what are these bigots, mentally ill haters gonna say? What? You can't have a complex mental illness trope in a game? What are you, bigots? For wanting this to not be the story? They're teaching the youngins about mental illness. That's what I'd say. Bigots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a way that they would sell more. In fact, one of the mistakes that Hogwarts Legacy made was including this character in the first place. That turns off more people than J.K. Rowling being involved with something turns off people. When you open up your game set in like 1890 or whenever the fuck it's set, and you have some transgender freak behind the bar, like, fuck you. I hated they had to go back, like, kept going back to this dude for fucking side quests.
Well, and clearly this person didn't actually play the game because they don't know how many times you actually have to interact with Sir Ryan, because they say Sir Ryan's role as the head proprietor of the Three Broomsticks could be beneficial to the plot if the bar serves as a key location in Hogwarts Legacy 2. It already is a key location. Perhaps she could once again come to the defense of her patrons, like the main students in the hypothetical sequel. If the game takes the mystery route, Sir Ryan could essentially act as the archetypal, trustworthy adult or mentor that mysteries led by teenagers tend to have. She could be a major quest giver and an ally on certain tasks, appearing regularly throughout the entire game. This person is one of those individuals who clearly boycotted it, or, well, I don't even know if I give them that much credit for standing by their, low morals, because if they didn't have a low moral code, they wouldn't have one at all, because I just think that they don't actually play games like most of these journos don't. They don't actually care about video games. So I bet that they just skipped it because they were afraid that it didn't have a very easy mode and it didn't have a skip boss fight button and they wouldn't be able to complete it. So I don't know, but that's my opinion. And of course, this site, Game Rant, they gave it a really good score. They gave it a 9 out of 10. So whoever played it clearly fucking loved it, but yet they're still sitting here shitting on it, being like, well, they could do more, even though they didn't even play it.
Yeah, and they're making this entire argument over the best-selling game of the year. Like, yeah. And when you take out things like, Call of Duty or whatever,
right, things that get iterations every year, every other year.
Yeah, like it's one of the best-selling games we've seen in recent memory, period.
It's one of the best-selling games of the decade, yeah.
Yeah. Like the only things you're going to have are probably, like Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm sure sold more. I think probably sold more, at least, I would imagine. But yeah.
Well, I guess it depends if we're counting just the past 10 years or if we're counting from 2020 to this point, now that we're halfway through the decade. Because either way, like, it's the highest selling game in, the past 5 years, but even in the past 10 years, it's like, I think, like number 3 the last time I read, or like number 4, which it probably is 3 now. So
yes, it's massively successful. They should avoid the boycott controversy. You guys can't do shit because you don't actually exist. You're not real people. You are not real people. The trans mafia they're not real fucking people. They don't represent any significant portion of anyone. That's why when TV shows that come out that cater to them fucking flop every time, because you're not real. You might be loud because like you might have a bunch of accounts that you all just spend all day on social media in a desperate attempt not to fucking kill yourselves while you sit there in your parents' basement and your parents are fucking ashamed of you. They're just waiting for the moment you finally decide to man up and do it yourself. Well, but you're not actual people.
Well, another thing with this is that I think you said you hadn't read the full article yet, but of course, we're all talking about the show right now. Did you see when this article was first originally posted?
No.
So they're reposting it now. They reposted it yesterday. Do you know what the original fucking article was from?
What?
It was posted in January.
No way. Hey, that's clever look, that is clever by them.
It's posted in January.
That's
so they were
the
like,
only clever
shit,
thing.
I have to pump out 42 articles today so I don't lose my job tomorrow. I'm going to pretend like I wrote this article today.
I got more eyes on it. So that's clever.
It got more eyes on it. 700,000. 84 people supported them. I think that this truly shows how much people disagree with them. Because it's like, we don't get viewership ratings for like Game Rant and Kotaku and Polygon anymore. They don't talk about it because it's so low. But this just shows how few people actually support them in the grand scheme of things. It's abysmal for them. And even, my one post simply screenshotting the 34 million copies figure, one of the best selling new releases of this decade, got 3K likes. You guys boycotted the game into $1 billion franchise. Great work.
They boycotted it into making sure it got a sequel.
Well, right, because all they did was they sat and complained, but because nobody takes them seriously anymore, and they're not going to convince the long-time fans of a franchise to actually boycott it, then it turned into this situation. Like, even the people that are on social media complaining, they clearly bought it themselves. They clearly didn't boycott it like they said they did. The only controversy was from men in dresses and fat liberal women who are mad that J.K. Rowling made more money. All they have to do is ignore those clowns and roll in the money. And it's so true. Like, it's not... Every time they sit and they say to boycott something, it doesn't work for them. It goes terribly because even if you're not like a major gamer or something, I think that there are a lot of people out there who put money aside specifically to buy it to own the journos and to say, no, I don't agree with what you're saying. I want to sit and laugh at you, and I want to be a sail in the bucket. And then, well, you end up with Hogwarts Legacies, which sell 34 million copies. And again, there are a lot of lifelong fans of Harry Potter out there and people that are very obsessed with Harry Potter, and that's fine. But you're never going to convince those people to withhold their funds.
Yeah, and I do think you're right. I think this is one of those occasions where people attempting to boycott something made more people buy it because of how ridiculous their reasonings were. Because so many people saw this attempted boycott and thought it was retarded.
Well, yeah, what were their reasons? I don't like JK. Why the fuck would I boycott a game because you don't like it? That's just such a stupid mentality. It's like when I say, oh, I'm not buying something, I don't tell people to buy it or to not buy it based on my opinion. I think that's stupid. You're adults who can do what you want with your money. And when somebody tells me not to buy something, I'm going to go buy it. I'm going to do it because I think it's funny. And I think a lot of other people out there are trolls just like me.
It depends. Yeah. I don't I'll shit on stuff and I'll say I think it's fucking retarded. I think it's going to flop and I think it's
buy real games.
I don't usually do call to actions for people to boycott this, unsubscribe from that. That's not usually something I do.
Well, no, because it's that's what the SJWs do. They tell you to boycott something because they don't like it. I think that's a bad mentality generally. Sure, if something's a straight up scam and it's you're gonna get fucking viruses on your computer by downloading this game and this company's installing, then yeah, sure, I say you probably shouldn't do this because that's bad. But how often does that happen? Very rarely do we get, I don't know, the day before where it's literally a scam and they didn't create a game, or a Mind's Eye. At that point, sure, don't buy it. But otherwise, it's fine if you don't like J.K. Rowling. But to sit here and act holier than thou and higher and mightier than other people, like, how do you ever expect to gain respect in this industry again? I mean, maybe they know that their time is obviously coming to an end because of how much these websites have been forced to downsize over the past even just couple of months, let alone years, and they figure, well, all it's going to take is, one more bad month of viewership and then I'm toast, so I might as well just try to get like the hate clicks. But my major problem is that these people don't care about video games at all. So it's easy for them to say to boycott something because they don't care if a game succeeds or fails because they just don't care about the state of the industry at all.
It is wild to go on the to write the article, albeit back in January.
I didn't even realize that at first. I was like, damn, January.
And this
we're real desperate.
Megan probably doesn't even know they reposted it. It's just they were like, hey, we need to repost something, and Harry Potter happens to be
They've
relevant
been
right
gone.
now.
Oh my god, I didn't even know this.
This person doesn't even work there anymore.
The last article was June. I didn't even see that.
This person might not even work there anymore, and their article's getting tweeted out as like angry rage bait.
What the fuck? I didn't even see that. That is hilarious.
They're not going to get paid for that.
Damn, they're not. Also, Rover.
Whoa.
God damn, Rover.
Whoa, Rover.
Thank you for the 50 gifted memberships.
How much are your memberships?
5.
That's $250 right there.
That's 2 shots. God damn, Rover. Shit. Thank you so much, Rover. Rover, you know what you just did, though? You just danced on the grave of this person, Megan here. She's unemployed, probably living in a tent right now.
Can we scroll up and look at her bio?
Yes, we can.
Contributor.
Jeez.
Uses her obsessive personality for good by learning way too much about video games. Like video game lore. Needs someone to break a story down? She's got you. You know her, you love her. She's the worst sage main you'll ever.
Oh, that's fucking cringe.
I can barely read it because it's so tiny. But
oh, here we go. Also, I'm gonna take the other shot in a couple minutes. I really don't want to die yet. So thank you, Rover.
I'll take
also,
it right now.
Remember for 50 months. Much appreciated. Thank you. I did pour the other shot though.
I got a membership. Thank you.
Just not looking to die. I hate when these journos act like they're quirky and relatable. They'll be like, oh my gosh, I play this stupid fucking character in this stupid fucking game. Why does that make you more relatable? Why?
Just your picture. What's she look like?
Like, I don't know, Bella Ramsey kind of.
Bella Ramsey. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's not a great look. You can't really tell, I guess.
Do they got a...
She got an Insta.
They have an Instagram. I'm gonna take this off the screen real quick just to make sure that it's not like the pipeline to OnlyFans yet. It's for fucking tits on my goddamn screen. Oh, she's got she her.
Like if you put that on Instagram, you're not gonna last.
Yeah.
That can't be on Instagram.
True. I guess.
She's Halloween. She's graduated.
I don't know what any of these like cosplays are. Continue watching. I'm
You're
not
really
signing
a gamer.
in. I don't know what those are, but
you're not really a gamer, Vera, so you probably don't get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, former gaming journalist at a hot set and contributor to the Music Boss. So also former Game Rant. They should update her bio.
Bro, they're still making money on her.
I guess so. Her proudest gaming achievement occurs whenever she manages to match MVP and Marvel rivals. It does not happen often. That's pretty pathetic.
I respect that. She's not trying to pretend she's really good. She's jumped from Valorant to Marvel rivals. Support mains. Get too much hate.
Wow.
You can rip her PC out of her cold dead hands, Vera.
Wow, that's definitely
I respect it.
definitely a relatable quirky and relatable
Don't get all mad.
comment. So stupid. Holy shit. She's covering Dreamlight Valley. Listen, it's fine if you like Dreamlight Valley, but
What is
do
that?
not
What is Dreamlight Valley?
it's like the Disney. I don't want to quite say it's supposed to be Animal Crossing, but it's sort of kind of supposed to be like a cozy, fun, like Disney-esque game. I haven't heard anybody talk about it since it came out. So yeah.
What's that game with that stupid fucking key that everybody loves, that Disney shit? The Keyblade thing.
Kingdom Hearts?
I hate Kingdom Hearts with such a passion.
Why?
I had a friend who played it when I was in school, and I thought it was so fucking gay and stupid.
Well, you're pretty
like
gay
your
and stupid.
adventure
What was the last
around-
game you played, man? Except for Madden.
Yeah, Madden's probably the last one I played, but
See?
but no, like you're adventuring around with Goofy, Goofy and Donald Duck, right? They're like,
yeah, it's cute. It's
Bro,
fun. I don't know.
When I was in school, I thought, like, I had a friend who was like, this game's so cool, and he played it. I'm like, this is the game you're talking about? This looks so fucking gay, bro. It looks so fucking gay, and you're going through these different Disney sets and movies and encountering different Disney characters, and I was like, maybe when I was a baby, I'd think that was cool, but I think it looks so fucking gay. And then he was telling me, but no, you got to understand. And it's like, look, there's these dark people in this alternate universe, and this villain's here in this dark universe. I'm like, I don't care. This looks dumb as shit.
These what kind of people?
Dark people. He was trying to get me hooked, right?
Yeah.
But Sora, is Sora the name of your character? The main character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into Kingdom Hearts, but I'm also the type of person that likes to bash my head against one boss for 8 hours in fucking Dark Souls, finally to get the win, and then my game crashes and I have to do it all again, and then I have to bash my head in with it for another 8 hours. Like, I've evolved as a gamer. I'll play Hello Kitty still, but I won't play Kingdom Hearts. I haven't gotten back into
fucking
it.
30 hours hearing Goofy and Donald Duck. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I guess. I don't know. There's also like, I think that, yeah, I guess it's the type of series that you kind of like need to have nostalgia for, almost. Like, maybe you played the first one when you were younger, and then it's like, oh, sure, maybe like 10 years later when the next game comes out or something, you give it a chance and you can appreciate it more. But like, I think if now somebody asked me to get into it, I'd be like, no, there's no shot. But like, if you got into it young, then I guess I could probably see you having a lot more fun with it. I just never got into it myself, so like, I don't know.
Like,
I know a lot of people like it, but they're also probably nostalgic.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of people in here that are like, how dare you say that Kingdom Hearts is one of the best games of all time? I cried when Donald Duck gave me this monologue of inspiration.
A2B says any other JRPG is better. I'm gonna reference back to Final Fantasy 16 and see if you're still saying that, brother. Because you either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, but like by the time when I was in high school and like my buddy was playing it and he's like, look at this game. At that point I was like, this shit looks really real childish. Like,
well,
that's how
also it's like when you're in high school, I feel like you want to play like Call of Duties and Maddens. Like, you want to play a very specific kind of like darker genre of games as well if you're a guy. And so like, if I showed you Hello Kitty, I don't know, or if I showed you like Kingdom Hearts, you'd probably be like, yeah, this is extra gay than you would even now. So like, I mean, I get it.
What if I told you can play with like, you could play with Elsa and Anna will be in the game in a Frozen level? Let it go, bro. Let it
that's stupid. When they start bringing in like the new characters, that's where I tap out. Like sure, like, I don't know, Aladdin is cool and like Goofy's kind of cool. Like, I don't know, even maybe fucking Change Your Fate. What's her name? Merida.
Brave girl?
Yeah.
If you could change your fate, would you?
Like, she's okay. But then after that, like, Moana's stupid. I don't like any of the newer ones. Like Tiana's okay, I guess. Elsa's stupid.
Not a huge fan.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Somebody said, "How does Ryan know Donald did inspirational monologues?" I literally just making shit up. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be the funniest thing in the world to have Donald Duck with his speech impediment quacking out fucking like advice to you.
I mean, that is kind of every character though in all these games. Like they're trying to give you life advice.
Well,
and they're like,
Sora,
follow your heart, Sora.
well, Sora, you just got to dig real deep down to remember you're a hero.
Exactly. It's so bad that it's so fucking true. It's so bad.
Bad? That's a bad Goofy impression?
No, it's a good Goofy impression, but it's bad because it's fucking true. That's 98% of the dialogue. That's what makes it bad. That's the problem. It's like everyone's getting all philosophical on you. It's like, how am I supposed to take you seriously?
Yeah, I don't know. That never really appealed to me.
Yeah.
Maybe if Donald was his true self, Dream Donald from way back in the day.
He's gonna transition in the next game. Don't worry. He's gonna be his true self.
You've seen the Nazi Donald Duck stuff, right?
Yeah, I have.
True Donald.
I remember all the memes about the Peacemaker.
Oh, with Donald?
Yeah, all the meme videos of it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
What I need your take on this, since you're a big Disney person.
Uh-huh.
Goofy is a dog.
Uh-huh.
He talks.
Okay.
He procreates, has children that talk, right? All this stuff.
That is true.
So what's up with Pluto?
Retard.
That's my opinion too.
Straight up
Goofy's
retard.
very dumb, right? Goofy's
and that's okay. It's fine to be a little retarded. Mom took too much Tylenol.
So that has to mean that Pluto is an actual fucking retard. But that also brings up the question, Mickey owns a retarded slave, basically.
Goofy isn't a dog, then what is Goofy?
Goofy is absolutely a dog.
If Goofy isn't a dog, what is he then?
There are some stupid people that think Goofy's a cow. Goofy is not a cow.
There is
already a fucking cow. And
a cow?
Goofy is a dog.
That's the best argument we can come up with. He is not a cow. Show me evidence. There's got to be like a 2-hour YouTube video breaking all the characters down.
There are some people that unironically think Goofy's a cow. That's why Pete, right? Pete is a fucking mouse, right? Or not a mouse. He's a fucking cat. Pete is a cat, which is why him and fucking Goofy are at odds all the time. That's
a stupid day. A cow. Cabal, thank you for the 1775. Happy 250th birthday to Ryan and any squids in here. May you all sail to victory for another 250 years. Wow.
It's because I was in the Navy, Vera.
I know. I didn't know if you had any commentary to give other than
you knew that today was the 250th birthday of the Navy?
I knew it was this week. I didn't know it was today, though.
October 13th. Yep. So it's been a long time, but thank you, Mad Cabal. Appreciate it, man. That's why I had 1775 in the chat. That's when it was established. October 13th, 1775.
Thank you. John, thank you for the 2 months algorithm chat. Much appreciated. Thank you. Badfish, thank you for the 2. Happy Columbus Day. Where would we be without him? Probably not in existence, which honestly for me would be a big fat W, to be fair. But he's just some guy that got lost. Why do we celebrate him?
He did a pretty incredible thing sailing all around the fucking world, you know?
Idiot. Oh, this one's for you, Ryan. I don't play Pokemon Go consistently. I had played it, but like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to say that I hate all Pokemon now, because I think that there are some really good Pokemon games, but man, are a lot of them now just bad, and it's really killed any hype I have for it.
There's a bunch of leaks about like Gen 10 and Gen 11 and when they're coming out and shit.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Add
cool.
friend. All right. What is this number?
43, 76, 68, 40, 39, 72.
All right. Choo Choo Nazumi. Friend request officially sent.
Stunning and brave. Thank you for the 2. Xander, thank you for the dono. Rowling may be right about trans, but she's a feminist. Remember Dumbledore gay and her support for illegal immigrants, but I know her views are set and she won't care about what people say. See, I always say this, while I support her right to be able to say whatever she wants, and I do agree with her on some things, she is a feminist, and she does ultimately have a lot of takes that I personally do not agree with. So, like, every time I talk
disagree on
about
probably
her,
95% of politics.
yeah,
She's a huge
absolutely.
lefty. She is a, what is it, third wave feminist?
Yeah, third wave feminist.
Which is why she,
Yeah.
I think it's third wave. She's
Yeah.
a third wave feminist, which is one of the reasons she despises transgender, the transgender movement. Not because maybe for the same reasons we do, but because she feels that these are men who are cosplaying as women to get access to women's spaces and get the same rights and benefits as women. Like, that's why she has a problem with it, which is maybe a little bit different than some of our other approaches or some other people and our feelings, even if our principles about the stand might be common, our reasons are different. When it comes to the Dumbledore gay thing, when
it was performative.
No, I disagree. When I first found that out, I was like fucking mad. Now, this is before the ideas for Fantastic Beasts had come out and those concepts and ideas. And I thought she fucking like retroactively did it way after the books were out and everything. Truthfully, she didn't address it in the books. And I think it's a good thing she didn't address it in the original books because quite frankly, it doesn't matter. And I don't think it really belongs in children's literature.
Yeah, but then it's like people go, oh my gosh, it wasn't there, so it doesn't count.
But if you read in Making of Order of the Phoenix, there's some stuff about that. When they had the screenplay and they were reviewing the screenplay for Order of the Phoenix, there was a line, like kind of a toss away line or joke in there when they were, before they even started filming Order of the Phoenix, which I think started filming in 2005 or something. So probably going through these scripts in late 2004. There was a line that Dumbledore was supposed to say, and it was supposed to be a joke to like an ex-girlfriend, an ex-romantic interest. And she, in the ledger, just wrote, hey, take this out. Dumbledore's actually gay. This was before Deathly Hallows came out, like all that stuff. So I had a much worse vision of it when I felt like she retroactively like shoved that in there, like after the books were out and after everything was set in stone, than I did after I kind of learned that. And obviously the Grindelwald Dumbledore thing is different. I don't like gay relationships, but I had a different perspective on it once I realized that it wasn't something that she changed years after.
Well, my opinion has always been, if all gay relationships in movies and TV shows were two absolutely smoking big titty lesbians, everybody would be on board with it. So I feel like a lot of people would be perfectly fine with it. But I feel like JK, my problem is that in part, I feel like she's gotten so much money from Hollywood. She, at the time, was maybe, I don't want to say like setting up for the long road because she felt like this was exactly the direction things were going to go in. But at the same time, my opinion always has been people can do what they want with their creations. Even if I completely disagree, even if I think the move is stupid, even if I think it adds nothing, they can make all the Dustborns and the Concords and the Flintlock Sieges of Dawns they want. That's perfectly fine. And she can make Dumbledore gay if she really wants to. But, you know, I don't know if I necessarily think that she did it just because she felt like it was maybe the best course of action, or she thought that like that was like the thing that she always had imagined for this character. But
my guess is that she didn't have that when she wrote Sorcerer's Stone. I don't think she had part of Dumbledore's backstory is that he was gay with Grindelwald. I like 1,000% that was the case when she was writing Deathly Hallows, and probably even while she was writing Half-Blood Prince. I do think that was the case, kind of as evidenced by her revealing to the filmmakers for Order of the Phoenix that he was gay then. But I also agree that it shouldn't have been part of that story. Like that shouldn't have been in a children's book, even though those are the kind of the more, they get more adult themed as you go on in the series.
Yeah.
I don't think that Dumbledore needed to reveal that he was in love with a man fucking decades and decades and decades and decades before.
What do you mean it added so much more depth, you bigot? It added so much to his story. You need to stop being a hater. I think it's stupid ultimately.
It is like Dumbledore's an interesting character. We were talking a little bit about Harry Potter before, and there's so many things that are unexplored in the universe because you have 7 books that go only over 7 years, and you only have one person's viewpoint on it.
Yeah.
So there's such a bigger world out there with possibilities to explore. I don't know if we're ever going to get anything that's that. I wish we would at some point. I would love either books or a show about the Marauders, you know, back when they were at Hogwarts.
I just don't know how it would turn out modern day.
Modern day I'm talking about in our ideal world, I would love this thing to happen. Like if it could be made and be awesome. I would love a couple year series where you like start off with the Marauders in their like 4th or 5th year.
Yeah.
And you follow them to the end of Hogwarts and then the beginnings of Order of the Phoenix, like the original Order of the Phoenix. And then this series ends essentially with Voldemort walking into the Potter's house. But you get to see like Snape overhearing the prophecy and Snape turning into Dumbledore, making the turn to Dumbledore, not Black
obviously.
Snape, yeah. But that's the type of shit I mean, though. Like,
yeah.
I think that could be a really cool series.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Ultimately, there's so much potential. It's like with the Song of Ice and Fire. I think that there's so much potential, but he can't even finish the next book. Never mind, get to writing the others.
What do you think about Night of the Seven Kingdoms trailer?
I'm excited for it. I think people are going to be
so good.
I think people are going to be really mad because there's no magic. There's no magic. There's no dragons. There's nothing like that. It's literally just going to be like a medieval England fantasy show with a couple Targaryens. So people are going to be so bothered by it. And I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic.
It's going to be great because it's so different from
it is. There's so much humor, and then there's so much like the world building that's going to be in it, and I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, like I think it's going to be really fucking cool and rewarding for people that like the Hedge Knight and for people that like the other Dunk and Egg stories.
I love those stories. I love them to death.
They're different because unlike the rest of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire stories, whether it's the main line or whether it's the world books, you know, that kind of expand the history of the world and stuff, it is so uniquely focused. And in somewhat, you know, Dunk is kind of a fucking retard. He's
4 pages, baby.
4 pages, what?
4 pages in the book of the Knight's book.
Oh yes,
4 pages. Joffrey's like, shit, man. 4 pages. This guy must have been real good. I think it's so funny seeing the clips of him like talking about all these shows that are going on, him spoiling it all.
Yeah,
that's great.
Joffrey spoiled
the history nerd.
Joffrey spoiled Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and he also spoiled House of the Dragon, which ironic.
He did. You
know, Dunk is such like a dumb but very good person.
He is,
and what he's attempting to do and his aspirations are so much different than all these other characters that we see across Game of Thrones stories.
Well, right, he knows he's never gonna see like power and control. He's got no ambitions for that. Like
he just wants to become a knight. He's
trying to do good.
He wants to know where he's supposed to like sleep for that night and where he's supposed to eat and making sure that he has like a place to stay. Like these are the things that Dunk is thinking about. And it's so much smaller. It's just going to be at this tournament where he just wants to enter the tournament and be a knight. And he gets kind of wrapped up in these other things that he bumbles into. But he does kind of like his actions do kind of have widespread effects, not through any direct thing of his own, but because of the different people that get involved in his trial and stuff. I love it. It is a lot more sweet in a way, I guess, and a little more lighthearted and funny.
Yeah, except for when fucking Arian is telling Dunk that telling Egg he's gonna castrate him and turn him into his next wife.
Right. Well, I mean,
Except for that.
Arion's a
Yeah.
piece of shit. He's a great villain
Yeah,
in
he
this
is a
story.
great villain.
He's a great villain
Imagine
in the
being
story.
born into one of the strongest dynasties of all time in this world and you don't even get a dragon. Pff, I wouldn't have lived that long.
All the
I would
dragons
not
are
have.
dead.
Yeah, would have been it for me.
All the dragons are dead.
That's true.
We
It
get
is
Baylor. Baylor breaks spear.
Yeah, it looks good though. I'm excited. And it actually has a bit of color other than 90% of the medieval I'm not going to get into the period pieces and fucking medieval history because you guys know I'm a fucking nerd about it, but it's actually bright and colorful like the medieval period actually was. And that was always one thing that bothered me about the base show is like I know that it's supposed to be very grim dark, but at the same time there were other POVs that should have been bright and colorful and there should have been that contrast and they didn't make it that way and that always bothered me so much because the medieval period was so bright.
You know, you've got like it's tough to make a judgment based off just in the trailer that we see.
Oh
But
yeah,
to
absolutely.
me, it feels like, hey, in the beginning, as he's burying the knight, that it's very dark and gloomy as he's like burying somebody. But then when he puts on the sword and decides, hey, I'm going to do this, it starts to be bright and he's heading into Ashford and it's bright and colorful, all this hope that he has. And then towards what we see near the end, when you have this massive try by 7 and everything, it looks like misty and gloomy and dark as like all this kind of shit is going down.
It's going to get more to what people expect from Game of Thrones, but it's not going to start that way. So I wonder if maybe the ratings will drop a bit. I don't know though. I don't even know.
I don't think it's going to be a mass. I don't think it's going to be
go.
some massive, huge fucking hit. But I also don't think it's nearly as expensive as these other things to make.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's a simple story about kind of a dumb, naive dude who just wants to be a knight, just wants to do good, just wants to do all the things that knights are supposed to do.
And then this little cute kid who's on his hip all the time,
right? Protect the weak. He wants to do what he thinks is right, stand up for people, be chivalrous, and it's a dumb person's attempt to do those things, and a dumb person who sometimes, even regardless of whether he should or shouldn't do this, whether that's really the right thing for him to do or not, he does it and gets him in a little bit of trouble, gets him involved in some places he's really not equipped to handle, but he does his best anyway. And through that, you have your little squire in Egg, who is really Aegon Targaryen.
He's so cute.
Who should, like, he is the fourth son of a fourth son. He's like fucking 20th in line for the throne. Probably just gonna do nothing but like marry another random person and do nothing with the rest of his life. But he not a huge fan of his brothers. One of his brothers a real fuck up who just gets drunk all the time, probably because he's having weird psychotic dreams because they're like visions and prophecies that he's seen in his head. That's probably one of the reasons he's fucked up. His other brother, Arion's a fucking piece of shit asshole. And he just wants to go do his own thing. He becomes Dunk's squire, and Dunk doesn't even know it's a Targaryen. And he gets a completely different viewpoint of the world than most Targaryens have. He sees normal people like Dunk. He sees these lower class people, what their lives are like, what their concerns are like. And it gives him a completely different perspective so that when a series of unfortunate events occur over decades and decades, he ends up with the crown. He has a different perspective on how to rule. And it works out really well for the most part.
For the most part. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen even the interviews with Ansel. I don't remember his full name, the kid. the actor who plays Egg and how like well articulated he is and how passionate he is. And he's like, I haven't seen the base show yet because you're like 8, kid. Of course you haven't seen the base
you
show.
should not be watching Game of Thrones. Yes.
He's like, my mom let me do this because this is apparently very different from the original show. Like, yeah, I'm glad you have a good mom. Because, like, holy shit. And it's just so funny, like, listening to him talk about it and how well he speaks for his age. And I think that he's going to be probably after this cast in a lot of different things if it turns out to be good. But again, like, I don't know if I think that there is a audience that will watch anything that is a Song of Ice and Fire related, but I just don't know if it's going to hit the same for a lot of people. And I really worry about how they're actually going to do this season because, of course, it's based on short stories, so they could put a lot of them into one season and like split the stories that exist half and half into 1 and 2 seasons, or they could literally just draw it out like so much, and that would be like the worst case scenario.
Nah, you gotta. They gotta keep it one season. It's perfect, right? Because most of these.
I think that they said that there's the possibility of 2 already, though.
Well, they got to keep it at. You got 3 stories, 3 seasons. These are not big enough stories that have big enough ramifications.
Yeah, there are plans for 3 seasons.
Right, you don't need to be stretching it out. We have 3
I still feel
Dunkin'
like
Egg
even
short
that's
stories.
kind of too much. I don't know.
Whoa, Roma Dunze. Holy shit. Holy shit. Please tell me. Are they going to call that off? Are they going to call that a push?
Uh-oh. Bad news. But really quickly, Rotor, thank you for the membership. Much appreciated. Black Cat, thank you for the membership. Buford T. Justice, thank you for the 49.99.
How'd you say it? How'd you say it?
How do you want me to say it?
Say it like a man.
Well, last time I did that, you said it wasn't right. I don't remember what your criticism was.
You weren't being manly enough. But let's hear it again.
Well, no, you said it wasn't manly enough. Oh, Buford T. Justice.
That's
Is that
right.
better?
You got to do him justice when you say his
Thank
name.
you for the 50. Much appreciated. But
right.
I hope it turns out to be a good show. I really do. Because the casting so far seems really good. I'm a big fan of it. Somebody in chat before said that they think that the budget was around 60 million, so I don't know.
It makes
it's
a lot
gotta
more
be going to like good, like really good sets. Like even the outfits, like the costumes, they can't be like that flashy because it wouldn't make sense for the material. So
well, it's all in one location, right?
I really hope that they paid really good like trainers and stuff though, and like cinematographers and.
You're looking at 6 episodes that are 30 minutes apiece. It's about 3 hours of runtime. It's smaller scale. If it's 60 million, they did. I thought it would be a little higher, like maybe 80, but I can believe 60.
Yeah, I mean, hey, apparently they only made Expedition 33 for like $25 million. So
they're nice stories. I hope everybody gives it a chance.
I hope so too. I fully agree.
It is a George R. R. Martin story, so there's still going to be some fucking tragedy somewhere. But for the most part, it's a much more lighthearted story.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of tragedy. I'd assume 3 closeted gays, 8 banquets, and yeah.
There's not enough time in these stories. These are short stories. But you
what
know what
do
the
you
worst
mean?
part is, Vera?
There's no time. You could, I don't know, enter a random fucking castle. They need somewhere to sleep for a night. They gotta walk through the main gate. They gotta walk through the halls. You could pass like 4 guys fucking. You could pass 2 banquet chambers. That's 1 scene alone. That's 30 seconds alone.
We don't need that. But
we don't need it, but are we gonna get it? Probably.
Though, Vera?
What?
It's not finished.
Well, isn't the automatic assumption now with anything George does is it's not finished?
Yeah.
So like you're saying it's bad news. I've got that news about 82 times already in my life. Okay, I'm fully aware.
But luckily, I think this is a little bit different than, say, A Song of Ice and Fire being not finished. Whereas
Well,
these
yeah,
these
I
stories,
agree.
each season is going to be very kind of self-contained,
Yeah.
and we
I
do
think another
know that.
problem is that with the main books, right, he's got 82 different POVs going. He can't remember what he did in the last 3 books. His ghostwriter, who was actually writing it, died, so he has to input every single word into Chat GPT to try to get ideas. But with Duncan Egg, it's like you can create probably with the speed that I imagine he used to write, he could create a short story with it. I don't know, 10K words each, maybe 15K maximum. I bet he's already come up with a lot. So like it's very different
Oh well,
in
yeah.
scale and
You listen to fucking
POV.
George R. R. Martin. He's like, well, I would love to live in a world where I could write 10 more Duncan Egg stories. Wouldn't that be great? Ha 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 ha. Fuck you, you goddamn
Yeah.
fat piece of shit.
Yeah, he's too busy at Burger King instead of worrying about the King of the Seven Kingdoms. Logan, thank you for the 10. I was planning on buying the game beforehand when the boycott started. It only made me want to get it more just to piss off the woke tards and whiny Sallies. The game is also really fun. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy was good. I'm still hesitant about what they're going to do going forward, though, because, like, they tried to appeal to the woke crowd with the first game with some of the like decisions that they made, and obviously that didn't work. So I wonder if they're going to double down or if they're going to give up on doing that. Could be bad either way. The Jabroni, thank you for the 5. I don't like Rolling because she's a lunatic feminist, not the Transformers stuff. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You know, she's got opinions that I definitely don't agree with, but it's how life is.
I don't like. I don't really care too much about J.K. Rowling necessarily. I like Harry Potter a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And that's fine. I mean, imagine how many A Song of Ice and Fires we wouldn't get to enjoy if we took offense to George R. R. Martin saying he's not writing because of the rise in fascism. So I think it's so stupid. Michael, thank you for the 2. I want to run that game rant article through AI checker. I mean, it was from months ago, so I don't know if it's AI, but either way, it's not a good look for them. They fired a chick just to still use her articles. John, thank you for the 5. Does Bilbo take the Skyrim blanket and hide during FML? Sometimes he's behind me. Sometimes he sleeps under the blanket, but he's not here tonight. And yeah, the blanket's not on the chair either because he abandoned me in my time of need. Taker, 610. Thank you for the 5. People like the original Kingdom Hearts because it had characters from Final Fantasy VII, which was ultra popular at the time. I never bothered with it. Yeah, I mean, that is true. Like, it's not like it's just like straight up Disney, but again, like we were saying earlier, I think that if you have love and nostalgia from a young age, you're much more likely to buy the games going forward. But like if you're a, I don't know, 30 or 35-year-old playing it for the first time now, it's probably not going to be as special to you. But yeah, that's true. Thank you for the dono. The Jabroni, thank you for the 2. I like boobies. Congratulations.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, it's true. Cannibal the Dragon, thank you for the 2. I'm alive. I'm getting better. Hi, Vera and Ryan. Hello. Glad you're alive. I mean, I'll trade my life if anybody else needs it. You know, I'm good. But really, I'd just be debuffing you to hell and back, so you probably don't want to take me up on that offer.
Shout out to Cannibal the Dragon. I bet he's looking forward to Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I mean it was, I don't want to say like the best short stories ever written, but like what it's based off of, and those short stories are really good. But yeah, they are kind of different. So
It's nicer. Like
it
it's not
is. It's more
George R. R. Martin
wholesome.
fucking taking a million hours to describe everything from every single fucking point of view, and it's not the most nihilistic thing in the fucking world, right? It's simple. It's a much more traditional story, you
He says
know?
he is. Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited for it too. What I'm not as excited for and what I'm sad about is The Witcher. Because The Witcher, I don't want to say I love The Witcher more than A Song of Ice and Fire, because I really do like A Song of Ice and Fire, but like the Witcher games were so phenomenal and the books are so good that like I might have traded Hedge Knight for Good Witcher. You know, I think I might have made that trade, but we're never getting that. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Depressing
give me
as
Hedge
hell.
Knight.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope, unless they hammer a bunch of stupid shit in. And speaking of stupid shit, let's talk about this chick who says that she hates men, even though she sells photos of her body to them. So this post went up a couple of days ago, 2 days ago, from someone named Claire Max. Never heard of them a day in my life up until they started getting wrecked by gamers. They made this post with this image that I don't think they made, or maybe they made, but it says female characters that gamers want. Oh yeah, they didn't make this. Female characters that actual gamers want, and then it's like Ada, Claire, Jill, Lara, Lene, Mayel, amazing characters, and then female characters that no one wants. Abby. God, that's enough there. Aloy, this chick from Black Ops. I don't even fucking remember her name.
We don't know anything about yet. Yeah.
Don't know. Atsu, Tosh, MJ, and
MJ.
then yeah, great. Then they said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but women who you don't personally find attractive exist in the real world, and they can exist in video games as well. If you can't play a video game without every woman in it looking like a gooner fantasy, you are brain rotted and need help, which is just so rich coming from somebody who is supposed to be attracted to women. I'm sorry, if I was a lesbian, I would double down on the fucking opinion that I want all women to be smoking hot in my entertainment. Like, as a straight woman already, I already only want pretty women in my entertainment. Never mind if I was sexually attracted to them, like, holy shit, my opinion would be way stronger on that. And this is somebody who, let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, had said that she wanted to fuck some of these characters. I've heard this argument 1,000 times, but the games on the right side, at least the ones I've played, have some of the best writing and character development of any games in existence. So this is just cope. And by the way, she was talking about wanting to smash Tosh, which is insane. But the games that they've played, okay, let's break it down. They admitted in another post that they don't know who Tosh is. Out. MJ had a very minimal screen time in Spider-Man 1, and of course that's the image of 2. So probably out. You have, I don't fucking remember her name from Black Ops. So yeah, she's new.
Did we even get her name in the trailer? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a breakdown somewhere that somebody like knows of the character.
There's
or whatever, but yeah.
Gotta be. I mean, she's a notable actress, so like she's got to have a name in the game.
So we've got obviously Fat Aloy from Horizon Coke Zero, but like
oh yeah, and then Atsu's new as well. So 4 out of the 6 are already out. So you're saying again, her quote is what her fucking quote is, some of the best writing and character development of any games in existence. Those two have some of the best character writing in existence. Stop the cap. You are not convincing anybody of that.
Did you like the first game for Horizon? I like the first game.
Yeah, the first game was pretty good. I couldn't
love
get in
the second one.
Right. I thought it was okay. Like, I definitely had played it like twice. It's fun. It was enjoyable, but
I like Aloy well enough, and I would have smashed in the first game.
Yeah, well, she did have a male romance, or at least interest, but saw that one.
Somehow gave up the most ridiculous touchdown you could possibly imagine.
Uh-oh, what's the score?
17-16. Bears are losing.
Shit! Oh, it's getting close. Uh-oh.
Not it's getting close. They're losing.
It's still close, though, you know? It's still pretty close. So I'm gonna still give you a little bit of wiggle room there. I'm gonna still say it's close. He's already face palming, already getting a little nervous. But I mean, this person, like, unless they've played 10 games in their life, there's no way you could sit here and say that any of the characters on the screen have some of the best character writing in video games in history. Like, that's such an insanely bad take. It's not so. And this person is just getting raked across the coals.
Is this person so you said they're a lesbian? Are they an
Yeah.
OnlyFans person?
I don't know. I don't I don't
No.
I I don't know if they're on OnlyFans, but they are somebody who dresses pretty provocatively on social media from what I saw of their history. Like, I know they have like the coffee or Kofi or however you say it, but I don't know if they allow NSFW. Either way, they're like a
Ko-fi?
fitness. Yeah, Kofi. They do fitness. So, yeah, maybe they're just like a muscle model, but their main picture is them,
When
I
your
guess,
back
posing with
is wider than your wife's entire body.
I mean, it clearly that they're shirtless, so like they're not afraid to post provocative images online. Which I mean, my opinion is that anybody can do that. I don't care if a woman posts herself nude on the internet. That's your business. That's for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body and what to do with your life. But at the same
I'm
time,
still gonna judge
I'm
you
not.
for it.
Well, right, exactly. I'm not going to view you the same way I would somebody who doesn't show their body online. But I'm not saying they should have that right ripped away from them.
Go up to her bio.
Um,
Doing an
uh,
inspection.
Jesus.
Fitness model.
Louder than God's revolver and twice as shiny. She, her, slay. Wow, guys. Wow.
I don't know. Like to me, if you are somebody who again claims they're attracted to women. Now, here's the other thing. There are different versions of lesbians. There are some lesbians that are really fucking ugly, and so they become lesbians because they can't find a man who will fuck them. Like, those are some lesbians. There are other lesbians who feel like they're traumatized by some random experience with a man. So even though they're not really lesbians, they decide to become lesbians because they're scared of another relationship with a man. Maybe she's one of those people. Maybe that's why she has a deep-seated hatred towards men. I don't know. That might be the case.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but another thing here, and again, I wasn't able to find the original poster of this image that she had reposted, so I'm going to go out on a limb, right, and just say that she didn't make it herself. That's what I would initially assume, but the left now is trying to get a gotcha on gamers by saying, well, there's a 16-year-old in this photo, so that makes you a pedophile for disagreeing with this woman. Yep. One of the characters is Mael, and it says female characters that actual gamers want. It's a 16-year-old. You all need to be locked up. Nobody said they wanted to fuck her. She's one of the best written female characters of all time, in my opinion, especially over the past decade. Nobody here is saying they want to fuck her. They're out here is calling you a pedophile for saying she's a good character. You know what I think is so funny is that, of course, this person loves Expedition 33. It's their profile picture. It's their header. It says currently obsessed with Expedition 33. You're a pedophile. You played this game with a 16-year-old in it, you fucking pedo. Like, what kind of argument is that? You can't compliment a 16-year-old?
Well, the thing that we are in danger.
If you buy this game, you're a pedo, guys. Don't forget it.
We're in danger at this point of people using that so haphazardly as an insult for
it's
fucking
like bigot,
everything.
Racist, sexist, yes, Nazi.
It is starting to lose its effect when anyone,
and that's scary.
You get an argument on somebody with
that in Nazi. That's scary to weaponize against people, because those are words that used to have such intense meaning. But now, if you just call somebody you don't like a pedo or a Nazi, it's like, oh, okay, like those are not the type of words you want to have no meaning anymore.
Yeah, and I don't know anything. I didn't play Expedition 33. I don't know anything about this character. Why is her hair fucking white at 16? What's wrong with her?
Because I'm not gonna spoil. It's an amazing game. We'll say for argument's sake, there's two different versions of her. Also, she's French, right? Isn't France age of consent 16? Not that I'm agreeing with it, but also she's pixels on a fucking screen.
Yeah,
Nobody's saying in this conversation they want to fuck her.
I don't know where you're going with that take about French age of consent, but ultimately, like, again, I don't. So is this person attacking the person who made the post? Or the person who
no, they're attacking. So basically, they're attacking anybody who is saying that she's a good character. So in this discussion, they're basically using it as, oh, if you support the like image on the left of what gamers really want, which is the pretty characters, and you disagree with this Claire Max woman, the lesbian, then you are a pedo because she is like, I guess, like trying to save the world with her stupid ass take, but they're against anybody who is, I don't know, I guess just liking this character.
A lot of the characters on the right side of that thing,
yeah.
A lot of the reason that people don't like them has zero to nothing to do with what they look like, and it's who they are as a character. Right. There could be multiple things. Now, the person made it all about their attractiveness or all about their desirability, which I don't think is necessarily the case when it comes to all of them.
Right. But it's so dumb. Like, oh, if you like pretty characters, you're a disgusting, degenerate, sexist, homophobic, whatever they want to call you on whatever day possible. And we're sitting here just talking about characters that the majority of people like. And again, nobody's even sitting here sexualizing them. You're the one who is saying, "Oh, you're degenerate for liking the characters on the left." Nobody's even sitting here saying that. Sure, they're pretty. Some of them are gorgeous. Like, that version of Lara, I don't know if I fully agree that she's as gorgeous as maybe Ada or even Lune or Jill. But at the same time, like, what does it matter if somebody likes a pretty character? Like, why is that so offensive to these people? It's wild. Absolutely.
It is nuts, especially for a lesbian to not want to have some attractive characters.
Well, hey, I mean,
I hate when any post starts with, I don't know who needs to hear this.
I know, and then I fucking copied her stupid post.
Well, you were copying out of sarcasm.
It's a brain dead take. Well, it's like when people say chud or gooner unironically. Like, I'll call you a chud or gooner because I think it's funny.
Did that profile picture change?
This one?
Can you go back? I could have sworn when you clicked on it was something else, and then like it loaded up. Click on her tweet again. That was really weird. Am I the only person that noticed that?
Schizo.
I'm not schizo.
Are you sure? Are
positive?
You positive? Absolutely. Come on. Don't you think Abby looks prettier than Ada right here?
Elijah saw it.
Did you? I don't know. I didn't see anything weird. That's the profile picture she's had.
I don't think it is.
Maybe she's trolling us in real time watching this fucking stream. I mean, this is the profile picture she had when I had made my video.
It is, but I feel like she had a different profile picture before she made that her profile picture. And yes,
it glitched.
She changed it from a bikini girl to gamer girl. Yes, that is what I thought. That's why I asked if she was an OnlyFans person, because I could have sworn when this tweet was first going around, it was her in like a bikini or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe my tab wasn't refreshed. You're right. Ah, yes. Maybe my tab wasn't refreshed. Good catch. Guys, you can't objectify these fictional characters, and because I'm getting raked across the coals on social media, I'm going to pretend like I'm holier than thou, but really, I post my ass on the internet. because that is definitely going to gain you respect with people. I'm honestly shocked I'm not blocked yet.
Share me screen.
Share me screen.
Share me screen.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. My tab must not have been refreshed.
Look at her. Yeah. Slut.
Who even wants to see that? Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, how could... Probably not a very good character. Probably not a well-developed character if you have to show your tits off or whatever.
I mean, again, she can do it, right? I mean, I'm going to judge, though. Like, if that's really what she wants to be known for on the internet, I mean, go for it.
So after she puts out a post about all this, like, these characters... blah, 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 don't need to be attractive, blah, blah, blah.
And then she talks about how she wants... I think it's also so funny that she talks about, oh, how it's a gooner fantasy and you're brain rotted for sexualizing the characters on the left, but then she goes on to say she'd have sex with Tosh. Aren't you just as fucking bad then? That is also the same thing you're sitting here complaining about, you fucking brain rotted gooner. So stupid. Hey, they didn't have low morals. They'd have none at all. So I guess I understand.
Bears just drove all the way down the field in field goal range. Bad snap, lost him a couple yards. And then they just got a fucking field goal blocked.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. My life. Bears are down 1.
What is it? Is it Q3 or is it Q4?
Fourth quarter. It was the first play of the fourth quarter. Was a blocked field goal.
Oof! The game's not going to be done by the end of the stream. Shit! We're not going to know the final outcome. Fuck! I need your reaction live. God. Doesn't it make you feel better getting to sit here talking about ugly lesbians? Doesn't that make you just so much happier though? That's like a shining positivity, like a ray of sunshine in your life, right?
I haven't seen enough pictures of her to know if she's ugly or not, to be honest with you. So I can't.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not. I guess her wife finds her pretty.
That like gamer. That's why I said I don't know what category of lesbian she is. That's just her back.
I mean, that's a pretty standard picture of her, I guess.
Kind of muscly.
Yeah. It's okay to hate me because I have bigger arms than you. I hate you because you're a dumb fucking broad.
No wonder she likes Abby.
She looks like the bartender in Shrek. Holy fuck. God damn. She likes Abby because she's cosplayed as Abby. That's really why she likes this character. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, has she really?
Yeah, she's cosplayed as Abby. That's why she likes her. I had seen it. I don't know.
I respect her dedication to fitness.
Here's one. Yeah, I mean, it's a way she wants to live her life, right? And that's perfectly fine. If she feels confident this way, congrats. Congrats, but they cast another Abby. There's no need to shill for them anymore. They're not hiring you. They're not.
Yeah, that's true. They went the other direction. They were like, "Hey, let's get a more
jump scare
feminine person."
God damn.
She's gonna
some
slice
crazy
you up.
Eyes. Oof.
It looks blurry to me. I can't even see her eyes in that.
Yeah, it's too bad X doesn't actually let you zoom in though.
You have to open in a different tab.
All of her other images are all like thirst traps. So I don't know, she's complaining about people objectifying characters, but then is okay with making money off of objectification.
She had a bikini pic up on her profile picture.
Yeah.
And
did,
I don't know what she's on. I don't know if she's hid any links. She may very well have hid some links after. Most of these OnlyFans girls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even if they're gay, they make money off dudes.
That's true.
Objectifying them.
That's true. And hey, I mean, she doesn't seem to have a problem with that. SBZ, thank you for the 5 friendly reminder. Rolling also wrote a Professor Umbridge getting gangbanged by centaurs.
I don't think the implication was she got gangbanged.
Wild.
I don't know if that was in there, but yeah, I mean, there are I like the Harry Potter books. There's good male characters, there's good female characters, there's good fathers, there's bad fathers, there's good mothers. There's I don't know how many bad there's bad mothers too. Like it's Sirius's mother. There's everything, you know. I like the books a lot.
Yeah, it's true. Justin, thank you so much for the 1 month. Fuck my life. I know, I can't believe this show is still going on. I know. I do, I get it, you know. It's a catchy name, it really is, but
Fuck my
man,
life.
we gotta call it quits one of these weeks. That's for sure. The Jabroni, thank you for the 2 Uh-oh, Ryan's face palming. What happened?
Commanders drove all the way down inside the 1 yard. Well, inside the 5.
I know there's only one reason why you could be face palming, so it's like a double whammy of emotional damage for you. Because I ask what happens, and you have to explain the pain.
There's only one thing right now.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Michael, thank you for the 2 most attractive character. Enna from the Curator Nikki. I don't know what that character looks like. I remember if you're talking about Affinity Nikki, are you talking about the Angel? That might be who you're talking about. But thank you for that. Black Cat, 7K. Thank you for the 5 for both. What's your favorite video game character?
Probably Donald Duck from Kingdom Hearts. Not Nazi Donald Duck.
I mean, it's like some of my favorite games, like the Souls games, they don't have remarkable characters. So I don't think it's fair to say those, like the Tarnished, for example.
Yeah,
He's
what do you? Yeah,
slate. Yeah. So like,
how about
I
Kyle?
love that game.
How about Kyle fucking Katarn?
Bastila's up there for sure. Revan's up there. I do love
Revan's kind of tough too because
it's a blank slate, yeah.
Right, Revan is.
But
your
there
character.
is like the book canon.
There is. So
like
but from the video game, it's kind of depends on how you play it, you know.
There's also SWTOR Revan, which is technically KOTOR 3, or the closest we'll ever get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else could I say? Like, yeah, I mean, Malay is great. I don't know if I'd say she's like my favorite though. Jin Sakai was phenomenal.
I
loved him.
I liked his story.
Yeah, he had a really good story. So there's a lot of them. I play too many video games. So.
What about Karth Onassi?
Karth is cool, kind of a soy boy a little bit.
Down you go!
Trying to steal my bitch. God damn.
You don't like Karth?
I mean, he's okay, but
Karth looks like he wants to talk to you about something.
Does HK count as a male? Because if
HK 47,
yeah, he fucks. I could accept that answer. He's a good character. He's not trying to steal my woman, so I respect him. Karth, he's too soy for me.
What's soy about him?
I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't impress me. He's just kind of like, I'm a good guy. I'm doing good guy things. Like, he's just very, like, forgettable.
It's soy boy to be a traditional.
Yeah. Well, no, in KOTOR, when he's surrounded by absolute chads, yeah. Even fucking Jolie is cooler.
I hate
He's like a 70-year-old black guy.
I hate Jolie Bindo, dude.
I like him.
I hate Jolie Bindo.
I think he's cool.
One of my favorite moments, like one of my favorite memes from that is like you're walking around and you get a prompt that has Karth looking a little angsty, and it's like, it looks like Karth wants to talk to you about something. So you engage him in conversation, and you're like, "Hey, Karth, is anything going on?" And he's like, "I don't want to talk about it."
I hate that.
It looks like Karth wants to talk to you about something. I don't want to talk about anything.
Yeah.
Gotta use the right prompts. You'll get him someday.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
What about KOTOR 2 where everybody can be a fucking Jedi?
I don't know. I like KOTOR 2, don't get me wrong. I think KOTOR 1 for me is just a little bit more nostalgic, maybe is why I like it a little bit more than 2.
KOTOR 1 is a better story by far. KOTOR 2 is
Yeah,
kind of a
KOTOR 2 has
better.
better characters, though,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
KOTOR 2 is kind of a more fun
Like,
game.
Krea's really cool, and
Yeah, I think the game for KOTOR 2 might be better, but the story for 1 is definitively amazing.
yeah, I agree with that. Surgeon, thank you for the 199. Beardo can fix her with his bro science. Much appreciated. Taker for the 2. James Gunn hosts the F My Wife podcast. I hate James Gunn. James Gunn has made like one good thing, and that's a lollipop chainsaw. Okay, that's it. But also,
You didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy?
I like it.
Okay.
But like, if it disappeared tomorrow, I wouldn't be sad.
I like Guardians a lot.
Yeah. I like the first one the best, though. So, I know that's kind of a hot take. I feel like everybody loves 2 more. Not for me. TJ, thank you for the 2. Canderous Ordo was the Boba Fett team up I wanted. Ordo was really cool. Yeah.
And then you get him again in 2.
Yeah, that is true. It's not a lie. KOTOR remake is DOA. We haven't even heard anything about
3
it.
or 5 times in the past 5 years, right?
Yeah, but I genuinely don't think they're going to come out with it at this point. We haven't heard anything about it. I think that we'll definitively know this year at the Game Awards. If they don't show it and they actually hit 5 years or 4, is it 4 years or is it 5? I think it's 4 actually. Then it's dead. But I don't know, a lot of the people in the video game industry are obviously activists, right? And they melt down every time something doesn't go their way. So, like, I think that if it was fully canceled, they would have come out and bitched about it already. Speaking of BioWare, since we're talking about KOTOR, EA may sell BioWare and DICE or close other studios, and there's also a report going around that they might just shutter it. I think it's tough because on one hand, I think that BioWare has had so many losses back to back that it can't be worth that much. But I guess any money is better than no money. So maybe that's the mentality. Plus, they'd go with all of the franchises and series. I don't know though, but it says, according to a report by Polygon, multiple analysts believe that BioWare is a prime candidate to be sold because of the studio's struggles over the last decade. BioWare's Dragon Age of Veilguard fell far below EA's expectations, and the studio was hit by numerous layoffs in the aftermath. A much smaller team at the studio is currently working on the next Mass Effect title, which may entice potential buyers. EA is currently throwing its promotional muscle behind BF6, the first-person shooter that's competing with Activision's Call of Duty franchise. While that may mean DICE, the developer of the game's multiplayer mode, is safe from being sold at the moment, analysts suggest that could change if BF6 underperforms. I don't think that it's going to underperform. I mean, it's not like we have the official numbers or anything. I don't see a way that it could, given the even Steam numbers alone that we've seen so far, but BioWare is a very different story because, yeah, like there are series that they could sell off and milk for all they're worth, but at the same time, they've had a decade plus of failures, and I just don't know if they could get a lot for it at this point.
Yeah, also need to interrupt this programming. 55-yard touchdown for the Chicago Bears. Fuck
wow!
Yes. Now we got a 2-point conversion. We got to convert on this 2-pointer. Let's fucking go.
They could still lose, though.
Oh, they could, but fuck, gotta make that. They did not convert on the 2 points, but we're down 2 points with 10.5 minutes to go. So, but look, it's strange. I don't know if anybody really knows what's going to happen. It's all just people making fucking guesses about all this stuff, about what is or isn't going to happen. I think that we tend to think it's only going to go one of 2 ways. Either Saudi Arabia is going to come in and be like, hey, just maximize all of this fucking shit and just kill every other studio that does anything else. Or we think maybe they're going to come in and they'll be like, hey, no more gay shit in these games or we'll throw you off fucking rooftops, but also cover up all the fucking cleavage. There's a chance that it is somewhere in the middle, that maybe some good things come out of this, certainly. And like places like BioWare have signed their own death warrant. They deserve to be shut down at this point if that's the route that it heads, which is kind of sad, you know, because this is the studio that made so many of these awesome fucking games, but it's not the same studio, as we've pointed out time after time after time.
That's what makes me so sad, because I have so much love and nostalgia for BioWare, and I genuinely wish that they could go back, but they're past the point of no return. Like, even if they got rid of 90% of the people that are at the studio and they greenlit, I don't know, a million games, I don't see a way that they could save them. Like, I think the damage has already been done. I don't see a way that they could be saved. Even if they fired most of the people, I would personally never trust them again. It's just sad that it's gotten so bad at this point and that they've fallen so far. And I know a lot of us have been talking about, like, what if they made another Jade Empire? What if they actually made, you know, another type of KOTOR game? I don't even know if I would play it at this point. I mean, you've got Anthem, which was fucking trash. Andromeda, which was fucking trash. Veilguard, which was fucking trash. Like, how many trash games can you make in a row before it's finally enough? It's like with Bethesda. Everybody knows I'm an Elder Scrolls lover. I got fucking 12 copies of Skyrim. It's reached a point where they're hiring so many questionable people, even people that worked on Veilguard. I don't trust them. And my hype level is basically 0 at this point. And, you know, BioWare is just another, studio that's a shell of the company that they once were. And I don't personally subscribe to the idea that, like, the gay is going away and that, oh my gosh, the 3 groups, right? Jared Kushner's firm and the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. Like, I don't think that all of them are going to be like, what did gamers like 25 years ago? And then things are going to magically be changed around. Like, it's wishful thinking, and I get that that could potentially happen, but I think it's more likely that we're just going to see the games that are in development right now continue development. It'd be like a last-ditch effort for these studios. Any studio that doesn't make the money back gets canned. And like sports games and Battlefields are going to be monetized to hell and back.
And I don't, monetization is monetization. I think that personally, in a lot of games, it doesn't bug me as long as it's not kind of pay to win type of stuff. You know, that's a different element, obviously. But
yeah,
for the fact that it's being taken private does make it easier for them to ignore some controversies and bullshit like that when you don't have to worry about stock price fluctuating and things. So maybe there's a chance that they can just get back to focusing on making good games. And with these people that are now going to care about if they're getting a return on their fucking investment, if things are going down bad roads, if you see BioWare dying this fucking slow death, fucking cut it out. Fire these fucking people, get rid of it. Stop putting out trash. Hopefully that's what will happen, but
hopefully. But how likely do you think that is to happen?
At 50-50, something like that.
Ooh, that's generous. I think it's like, I don't know, like that it actually turns out good for gamers. I think that's like 20 fucking % likely.
I think it's going to depend on what you mean.
Like, I guess on one side we have, we'll say for argument's sake, really poorly monetized, keeping the gay, having AAA games that have a $300 million budget and them being bad, versus them not over monetizing, them greenlighting games people want, them actually firing the activists and hiring talented people. Like, I think it's like 20% likely that will actually get the second option that is good, and it's like 80% that it's still gonna be shit. But I guess there is still that chance. I just think that I'm much more pessimistic about it. Fuck my life, right?
I think it would be different if it was a studio that was fucking turning out bangers. But
yeah,
in large part, it's not.
I mean, in BioWare's case, it's been over a decade.
Right. So
they had a canceled game, Andromeda, Anthem, and Veilguard. That's horrendous.
Yeah, so I guess that's why when like I come and look at that and I'm like, I think there's a 50-50 chance this turns out the EA turns out better. Now, I think that a lot of stuff's going to remain the same. I think all their fucking sports games are basically going to be exactly the same. I think that's why they bought them in large part was because of those fucking games that are just making mountains and mountains of money that are already monetized to hell and all the ultimate team shit. I think that's going to remain pretty much exactly the fucking same. It's the other ones that, we'll kind of see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be hopeful. I genuinely do, but I don't know. I'm not positive about anything at this fucking point. Nightmare Cast, thank you for the 2. Do you think Showa American Story is still coming? Is that the like set in the 80s or 80s inspired like zombie-ish? Let me look. I might sound like a retard. Showa American Story. Is that game? Yeah, 80s themed post-apocalyptic. Okay, so I was remembering it. I don't remember ever hearing a release date though. Maybe there's one. But I don't remember. It's supposed to launch in 2025. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's releasing this year at least. I mean, if they still don't have a date, there's only a month or 2.5 months left, so at least not 2025. But thank you for that.
Cover looks cool.
It does look cool. I do remember the trailer briefly, but I don't remember a date, so yeah. Seaminator 123, thank you for the 2. Did I say that loud enough, manly enough?
Why? Can you say it again?
No, I can't say it again. Vera's the best. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Nightmare, thank you for the 3. Hey, Vera, did you play Cuphead in the DLC? I played the base game. I didn't play any DLC, though. Apparently, I'm a fake gamer, right? So if the seasoned journos can't even get out of the tutorial, I mean, where does that leave me?
I've played it a little bit. Like I didn't.
Did you get out of the tutorial?
Yes, I did the tutorial.
You know how to jump and actually, I don't know, stand on instead of standing on the actual ground, you're standing on the smaller pillar to get up to the higher pillar.
Yeah, but like as that game goes on, it is, I mean, it gets fucking complex, the patterns that you have to do and hit the right pink thing and all that shit. I didn't feel the need to like go all in on Cuphead, but I have played a Cuphead before.
You know, Ryan, listen. Thomas here only comes into this stream during the FML podcast, and he's got 5 timeouts so far. He only ever comes in here, and he always messages you. Can you read Thomas's message, please, before I time him out for this stream? He's got 5 timeouts. He only ever comes into the stream during FML. He's already spammed 5 times tonight. Ryan, acknowledge your fans, please.
Thomas,
it's not for me, it's for you.
Thomas Isaacs, who doesn't even have an avatar, just has the standard. I signed up for a Google account and it gave me the perfect color for me. Fucking tea with a brown background because you're a massive piece of shit. Thomas Isaacs, Ryan Kinnell, let me give you a reality check. Is there any punctuation in this entire fucking thing?
No, there's not.
Ryan Kinnell, capitalize my last name, you cocksucking bitch. Let me give you a reality check. Ghost of Yotei is the best game of 2025. Game of the year 2025 this year. Thanks for clarifying this year. Ryan Kinnell, you are not real gamer. Well, as Vera's already told me multiple times, I'm not a real gamer. I haven't played a ton of games lately, and I can't really give you my thoughts on Ghost of Yotei. Have I said anything about Ghost of Yotei this entire fucking stream,
You
Thomas?
said Atsu's name when we were talking about the collage from an hour ago.
I don't even think I said Atsu's name. But Thomas, do you really only come to Vera's channel? Have you ever been to my channel? I don't recognize you.
Did you read this entire? Did you read the You're Not a Real Gamer?
I read it. I read the entire.
Okay, here's the next. Okay, here's the next.
Oh, Jesus, Ryan Kennel, let me give you reality check. Everyone video game girl are so beautiful. Women in everyone video game is best gaming. You just can't be a real person, dude.
He only comes in here when you're in here.
Why are you even, Thomas? Why the fuck are you here? I never see you on my channel. I don't think I've ever roasted your ass before, Thomas. You seem like you. Is there any more? Is this one the last one?
This one is a bit ago.
Oh,
I'm scrolling up the chat. I know. Varadark, Dark Tide Media. You are. Miss my chat. Let me give you reality. Abby is not man. Abby is a woman, not man. Coping and seeing. God, I hope I can see.
Thomas, this has to be a fucking troll. There's no way this person is real. And if he is, like, if he is real, he's probably
cap, not man.
If he is real, because the way he's typing, he's probably a fucking Indian. That's a fake name. That's when somebody calls you up and say they're from the IRS. My name is Thomas Isaacs, and it's like, no, it's not. You fucking Indian piece of shit.
His account's from 5 years ago. Okay, he's been here for a while, man. Stop being a bigot, okay? But we didn't have any funny topics this week, so I thought I'd make a funny one, and then I'd highlight his comments that we would have otherwise ignored.
Just to bother me.
Yeah, do not redeem, guys. All right.
It's funny that he only comes in here when I'm here, though.
Yeah, literally, he has no other. It's only been since FML started.
Oh, he says he's Canadian. That's not much better.
That's not better.
Fuck. You're Canadian. That makes sense why you're a little fucking bitch. That's everyone in your fucking country.
That's true. AJ Lee, thank you for the 199. When I search FML on YouTube, the live doesn't come up. I mean, YouTube is pretty weird, so might just be them being stupid. Is what it is. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification button. Logan, thank you for the 2. Ryan Rants, give me strength. Absolutely awesome. I know, we had to get him on one last rant for the evening. We had to make sure, right, that he let out a little bit of the anger at his team losing. I'm assuming they're still losing because he hasn't tried to gloat about them winning yet, so I'm assuming.
I don't gloat very much.
Are they losing or are they winning, Ryan?
They're losing. And they're backed up against their own fucking goal line.
Woo! Your team's real good, brother. Your team is real good. So, Ryan, why don't you tell us what you've been up to, what your plans are, and any last, last comments about your team?
Bro, look at that Ahsoka thumbnail. This is gay. That's my channel, Ryan Kennel RK Outpost. The Bears are gonna need a fucking miracle at this point to win this game. Let's fuck it. And he dropped a pass, a perfect fucking throw, and he dropped a pass. The Bears are gonna need a miracle to win the game.
Woo! Oh man, that sucks for you. Sorry, man. Sorry.
I think Gary's in the chat. Gary's in the chat too. I'm just gonna go pray that this game ends in a good way, but I don't think it will. So yeah, that's it. Just fucking subscribe to my channel, I guess.
I'm not laughing. This is horrendous news for you, bro. This is horrendous news for you. You guys already know I'm here on this channel every day of the fucking week except for Fridays. I'm streaming, and occasionally I do stream Fridays. I have to get something going on Fridays. That's it. I just need to stream every day because I get bored when I'm not streaming. Yeah, every other day I stream. Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm here. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm playing video games, even though I'm a fake gamer and I don't actually play video games. You know, we have to prove I'm not an incel, chud, loser, grifter, bigot, all that stuff. So I have to pretend to play games.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, it really does. The chat, thank you for the 5. Ryan, Vera obviously is attractive, funnier, and cool than you. Deal with it and stop coping. What do you say to that, Ryan? You know what's not cool? Your fucking sports team.
So hold on. Can you pull it back up?
I hadn't clicked it. Hold on. I can find it for you. I
want to address the grammar.
Away. There you go.
So I think that he meant to say that Vera's obviously more attractive, funnier, and more cool than you, but he couldn't even figure out how to work that out, right? So Vera's obviously is attractive, funnier, and cool than you. Deal with it. Stop coping. I will do my best to stop coping with the chat. You do your best to run a grammar check before you hit fucking send next time.
Whoa, he's not Thomas, okay? I know. Be nice, Ryan. It's not Thomas. Also, hello, Wicked. Hope you're doing good. And for the last of the night, Taker, thank you for the 5. Home Depot. I love Home Depot. Can I just say for a minute, fuck Lowe's. Lowe's is trash. Home Depot is better. Home Depot has this Halloween skeleton animatronic that you can record dialogue for it to say. And Ryan saying, "Are you retarded?" That would be so bad because you know that some 6-year-old would walk up to it and press the stupid button, and then they'd hear, "Are you retarded?
Are you retarded?"
Black. Yeah, that would be bad.
Where'd that one come from?
Which one? Black?
Yeah.
You say it about 30 times a day. So.
You brought it up after you
it's
were like,
true,
"Are you retarded?"
I think it's your best. I think it's your best slogan, just because it's one word. But black? You put so much. Yeah, you put so much emotion every time you say it.
Black. I'm passionate.
Okay, now this time you didn't.
Black. What do you mean?
See, that's a little better. The chat, thank you for the 2. Ryan, you less cool. Okay, we good now?
Yeah, we're cool.
Well, guys, with that being said, Lowe's is much better than... No, it's not. Lowe's is trash and it's overpriced. You can find everything cheaper at Home Depot. Home Depot's got a bigger selection as well. Lowe's is trash. Okay?
I don't have a huge preference. I'm usually a Lowe's guy, though. Usually
their
just because
lumber's like 20 to 30 cents. Man, whatever. Trash. Lowe's not in this chat. Home Depot for life. Well, guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for being here the past few hours. I appreciate it. Of course, tomorrow night I will be live again, 7 p.m. Eastern, playing video games. One of these days, we're going to get Ryan to actually play a game and prove that he is a gamer so that he doesn't face the fake gamer accusations like I do 25 times a day.
Maybe you can bully me into it. We'll see.
Are you getting Battlefield 6?
I have to at some point, yeah. I'll probably get it.
Okay. It's good so far.
Probably. We'll see.
Fair enough. IGN how's your team doing? 6,
so.
Last time of the night. How's your team doing? What's the score?
They just gave up a horrible fucking first down, and now Jaden Daniels is scrambling again because he's a fucking little queer bitch. It's going to be about a 3rd down and 1, and they need this stop. And they're down 2 points.
Bad news, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of the stream. Check out the links in the description. Follow us on social media. Join the Discord if you're not already a part of it. Thank you guys for all of your direct donations, for your gifted memberships, for your re-up memberships. Thank you for being here. Happy 2025 for the $4.99 with a smile at the end of stream. Thanks for stopping by, and have a really good rest of your evening, everyone.